Nations tournament is shit. It's shit. That it has no value because it's not Euros or the Copa America. He can fuck off. Never won the Premier League. Analyzes teams and tell them, oh, they have to win the Premier League, but you haven't won it.
Yeah.
You don't know what it takes to win the fucking Premier League. You don't know what it takes to win, with your national team.
Yeah.
If the people.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is the Stars on the Pitch. So before we go in depth into the video, of course, this is still the topic about the AFCON, and African leaders are beginning to react to of course voice out their frustration about the commentary made by Carragher. If you have not seen the video, please go to my channel to watch that video. It's getting a lot of interactions, and also you can comment in that video as well as this one. All right, so this is Mikel Obi, right? So Mikel Obi is one of the two videos I'm going to be playing today, and also I'm going to be showing you a tweet from also another legend of African football. So Mikel says, he's using the F word for Carragher. I can't mention that, of course, the YouTube parameter. So he's using the F word for Carragher. And because he's using the F word for Carragher, he's actually saying that Carragher has not really won, a national cup. And at the same time, Carragher has not, won Champions League. This is true. I mean, Carragher has not won the Premiership. Carragher has actually won a few cups, if you have to look at it. Carragher, for instance, won the FA Cup in the 2001 season, also won the FA Cup in the 2005-2006 season. That means he won it twice. He won the League Cup 3 times, the FA Community Shield twice, the UEFA Champions League once, the UEFA Cup once, and the UEFA Super Cup twice. So, meanwhile, Mikel Obi won the Premiership twice, and of course, he spent 11 years at Chelsea. He also won the FA Cup, he won the UEFA Champions League, and he has the League Cup. So technically, he has, maybe more cups or more valuable cups than Carragher. But Carragher, the only cup missing in Carragher's shelf is, of course, the Champions League, as we all know that. And because the Champions League is missing, at this point in time, do you guys really think there is an overreaction about this whole AFCON issues? Do you think there is an overreaction? What do you guys make of all of these things? But I'll continue to keep playing the video. But before that, please, I have a quick message to pass to you. And the message is actually not from me. It is from YouTube. YouTube asked me to tell you something very important, that for the fact that you like my videos but you're not subscribing to my channel is not really doing me any favor. Please, if you are watching my videos, you love my comments, you love my commentary, please kindly do endeavor to subscribe to my channel. It takes nothing. And now I just opened a new WhatsApp channel, which I'm going to be dropping the link in the comment section below. Please kindly, do click on that link to join my WhatsApp channel. So when I drop updates, you can get it on time. So going back to our videos today, of course, this is Mikel Obi, just like I have highlighted. I have said, let me keep on playing the videos and I make a proper commentary on the video.
People in charge run the football properly. Everything is in structure. Yes, do you think the players from Africa would be rushing to come down to Europe to play? No, they wouldn't. Us 2 billion watched the live.
So Mikel here is talking about organization of the African Cup of Nations. To be honest, I agree with him. I think they actually need to do a lot of PR. They actually need to do a lot of publicity to get more media views into these things. And they also need to fight for their place in, what do they call it now? At FIFA. Because oftentimes when the Euros are about to happen, it does happen as at the time when, it is off season. What do I mean off season? That means most world leagues has finished: the EPL, the Italian league, that is the Serie A, the La Liga in Spain, the Portuguese league. All of these leagues are done across Europe, and then everybody can shift their attention to, the Euro Cup. But when it comes to the AFCON, for example, what we see is that we have our players withdrawing from their clubs, come to African nations to play the AFCON while the Premiership is still going on. So this in itself is really, really a big deal. Mikel did not mention this, but I think that's one of the major problems that is really, really happening with the AFCON. Please, guys, do let me know if I'm wrong in the comment section. Remember to drop your comment, like my video, and also subscribe to my channel. Now, Mikel has a point, but I think the banter he's trying to give Carragher does not really sit well with me, to be very honest. Personally, I don't like Carragher myself, but I think Carragher's opinion, was from a place of the fact that he's not so knowledgeable about the AFCON. But now, people that are supposed to actually be enlightening Carragher on the importance of the AFCON are also coming to his level. So what I expected Mikel to do, to be very honest, is that it would have schooled Carragher without insults. Tell him the importance of these things, make them understand. Because to be honest, it's not only Carragher that is on this seat. It's not only Carragher that is feeling like this. A lot of people have this similar view about the AFCON. And these are the reasons that I've mentioned are the reason why. Because at the time the Premiership is going on, for example, the Serie A is going on, the La Liga is going on, AFCON will come in. When AFCON comes in like that, it makes it difficult for people who watch all of these competitions across Europe to focus their attention to the AFCON. I hope you get what I'm saying. So in such situation, why can't we start having our own competitions as well when it is off season? Maybe we do that before the Euros, or the Euros come before the AFCON. But let it be, off season, so that every other person globally can shift their attention. That is not to say, let me play the video. Mikel mentioned something here.
The last tournament. Yeah. And you call it to come down to Europe to play? No, they wouldn't. 2 billion watched the last tournament. Yeah. And you call it a small tournament. It's so disrespectful what he said. And this is coming from somebody who never won any, major international competition with England. He has to play to win, and he never did both.
Okay, guys, so 2 billion people watched the last AFCON. I agree to that totally. As a matter of fact, I think it was about 2.1 billion or 2 points around that figure. Let's say 2 billion people watched the last AFCON. And that is a proper progression from the last time, because the last time it was around 300 and something million people that watched the AFCON. So which shows that the AFCON is actually getting the credit it deserves. I don't have the numbers for those who watch the Euro competitions, but to be very honest with you, it's going to also be in that range. It's going to also be in that range. So the last AFCON was basically the most widely watched AFCON ever. And with all of this PR around AFCON right now and the African Cup of Nations or whatsoever, I am sure that by the next time the AFCON is coming, we are going to have more people who are going to watch the AFCON, of course, because people would want to see what exactly is the AFCON, how does it go. So do you think Mikel Obi overreacted? Do you think the reactions we are beginning to get is over sensationalized? Do you think it's not this serious? Do you think Carragher did not really mean it to that extent? So remember to drop your comment, guys. So I'm going to be reading a tweet now. It's from Hadji Diouf, right? So I had to cut out some part of it because the way he made the tweet is that he made it in different languages. All right. So I actually just need the English part because I speak English, I read English, I don't speak any other language. So to start with, he said, he said, let's use numbers to tell Khan's story. No need to defend it. The numbers speaks for themselves. Viewed in 170 countries, 1.4 billion viewers, third largest competition in the world, 2.2 billion streams. Then he went on to say that African talents have left their mark on the world leagues. Samuel Eto'o, Didier Drogba, JJ Okocha, George Weah, Sadio Mane, and Mo Salah, myself, Hadji Diouf, and many more. He went on to say that you cannot sit at the same table with these African names. You are Jamie Carragher. Who are you to mess with our Khan? Khan is the pride of Africa. So this is another reaction from Hadji Diouf, which of course reiterates what Mikel Obi has said. And guys, what is your honest reaction to this? This is a reaction channel. I want to get your reactions. I want to get your comments. And also, please remember to subscribe to my channel. Sorry, I'm mentioning that too many times, but it is important to me to grow my channel. Now, I don't really have too much to say about Hadji Diouf. Hadji Diouf himself, I think at a point in time, he won the AFCON for Senegal. If I'm wrong, please do correct me about that. And he's also a very, very prominent African footballer. So the next person I'm going to be showing you, and then I'll discuss both together, is of course African legend in JJ Okocha. So please do have a listen to what JJ Okocha have to say, guys.
There are some players that will say something you just overlook it. If you look at their career, if you look at the type of football that they played, then you can understand. I mean, you won't want your son to be like Carragher. So he can never appreciate African football or the talents that come from Africa.
Okay, so did you hear that from JJ Okocha? Or okay, let me play it one more time so that we can have a grasp of the whole thing he said, just in case if you miss it.
There are some players that will say something you just overlook it. If you look at their career, if you look at the type of football that they played, then you can understand. I mean, you won't want your son to be like Carragher. So he can never appreciate African football or the talents that come from Africa.
Okay, guys, thanks for staying tuned to discuss on the pitch right now. So what I want to do is that it is important we check, of course, JJ Okocha's career. I just go through it briefly. JJ Okocha, to be honest, is one of the most famous and prominent footballer globally, not just Nigeria, globally. JJ has made his mark in world football and is highly respected. Now, JJ, of course, never really won the African Footballer of the Year. He was close in 1998 as a first runner-up, and he participated in many AFCON, tournaments throughout his career. And of course, he was a key member of the Nigerian team that won the 1994 African Cup of Nations. So he has played in a couple of countries. He played, of course, in England. He played, of course, in Germany, France, and Turkey. And so, what do you actually make of JJ's reaction to that? Do you think JJ was way out of line by saying that, of course, nobody will want their child to be like Carragher? Or do you think people like Carragher actually need this kind of heat on them? So if I'm saying heat on them, I mean this kind of reaction, so that at least next time, if they have to comment on the topic, maybe they can actually do some proper research. Maybe they can actually figure out if, because they are not watching a competition or because they do not actually believe in a competition, does not mean that other people do that, or does not mean that other people do not believe in that competition or do not respect that competition. I hope you get what I'm saying. So do you actually think at some point in time, maybe the reactions is too much or getting too much at this point in time, because everybody is having a voice about Carragher's comment on AFCON. But do you really think they deserve it? So this is why you need to watch the whole of my video. Do you really think they deserve this kind of reaction? Because if you are into punditry business, like me now, for example, before I made this video, I had to do some research on these players. Look at the number of cups they have won in their career. Look at where they have played, so that I can give you detailed information about what's going on. So guys, this is actually the video for today. I don't want it to be too long, but I need your reaction very, very most importantly, so that we can talk about all of these things. If you have not seen the video that started this whole parody, what Carragher said, you can check, on my channel, you'll find the video, obviously. So guys, thank you. This is the video for now. I'm going to see you in the next one. But please remember my YouTube message that you need to subscribe to my channel. Watching my videos is not enough. You need to help me grow. And also, please, I'm going to drop a link in the description of this channel, of my WhatsApp channel. That is the Stores on the Pitch WhatsApp channel, so that when I drop a video, I can actually drop it there and we watch it together. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you in the next one.